I was raised on Shelburne Bay, part of Lake Champlain between Vermont and New York. My childhood summers were spent on the water, whether swimming or on someone's boat, and there are certain movies or songs that will trigger not the memories, but rather the feeling, the emotion, the visceral sensation of those summer days. And having recently moved to San Diego, where it feels perpetually like summer, couple it with that music and I get some weapons-grade nostalgia going on. Similarly, at night, certain songs can trigger an emotion that feels, well, it feels like something paranormal or supernatural might happen. E.T. the Extraterrestrial came out in June of 1982. I was just barely 6.5. To say I was watching the skies through my childhood is putting it mildly. Couple that with a lot of the other movies that came out around then, and some of the music of that time, there are more than a few songs that will make those old memories resurface, that will make me wish for UFOs, time travel, or a dimensional rip to a parallel world. But what I wonder is this. What would happen if we ever developed technology that allowed us to feel someone else's feelings, a kind of empathy-sharing device? Not telepathy, not thoughts, just their visceral reactions to certain situations or stimuli. What if we could feel what someone else feels when they listen to a piece of music? If we could understand why some people are bored by a movie we love, by sharing their emotions as they watch it? Or see whether that feeling I had as a child in reaction to movies about UFOs or sorcerers or ghosts might be the same feeling religious people have when they claim to be feeling the presence of a god, or when psychics and fortune tellers claim to be getting the answers for us, or any other supernatural claim. I strongly suspect we'd find those to be quite similar. But then I think that religion and fortune-telling are just as imaginary as books and movies, only they've taken the role-playing and cosplay just a little too far, and that the sense of awe and wonder and hope would seem quite familiar, despite the different subject matter. Because it's not that different, really, is it? But suppose we get that data, that we can use a device to share our feelings with one another, and we do find great similarity between the reaction to explicit fiction and the reaction to religion. What would that do to our world? What claims would be made regarding this new information? How many would insist that the other side is just lying to themselves about where those emotions are coming from, that those feelings are all coming from the same source, with superficial differences being insisted upon? How many would smack themselves in the forehead in realization of their error and swap sides? Which side would see their numbers increase the most, or would the trades leave them with similar numbers as before? What would it do to our world if we could record and share our emotions?